Listen to me. Medication will not save you. It's nice and bright and sunny out here. It's Josh Different. You already know. I'm just that guy that makes YouTube videos on personal development, fitness, whatever I want to make videos on, for real, for real. On my life experience in regards to breaking generational curses and pretty much just like my life experience, like I said. But so I'm over here. It's crazy. These walls sound like they like super heavy, but they really not, because you can hear like the beeping in there, like they're super shallow. That's random. But anyway, so this video is going to be talking about how medication won't save you. Now, I will say in this video, I will add some context in regards to if you truly need some medication, which you're probably not sure if you need it or not, if you're going to get it, you feel what I'm saying? But most people don't know if they need medication or not. But what I'm saying is it won't save you. I was offered medication from my doctor, and at one point, for a short period of time, I did take medication. What made me think of this topic was I followed this guy on YouTube. He used to be an army YouTuber, and then he became a TikToker. You know, he's pretty popular on TikTok now. He got verified and all that good stuff. But he was in the military, and he started to make content on clear skin and stuff like that. And a lot of people was asking him, I guess, why his his face got, his name's like not Tay Diggs, but like Ty Diggs or something like that. Ty Diggs So Fly, something like that on TikTok. I couldn't find it when I tried to look it up, but whew, I actually just woke up. I'm about to go to the gym, which is over there, but I just want to make this video real fast. But no. So anyway, I'm watching his stuff, and he was talking about how he took Zoloft, which is depression medication. And I was like, that's crazy, because I took Zoloft at one point in my life too. And he's telling how other things has helped him. I've seen people online who took Zoloft for like 30 years. And, what helped them was, you hear the beeping? It sounds like the wall. I mean, it looks like the wall is like sturdy, but it's actually like real shallow. But so, he took the medication. It's probably super windy right now. Y'all probably can only hear wind. Sheesh. Well, anyway, so he took the medication, and he realized it wasn't for him, because it made him. It's funny how he said it turned him into a zombie, right? And I felt the same way. Oh, I'm almost falling. I felt the same way in regards to taking it, because it literally, I'm not going to say it makes you lose your personality, but it makes you, not do the things that you would typically do. Your same interests aren't your interests anymore. And you kind of become like a zombie. That's what I would compare it to. And it's funny I said that, because I remember saying that to somebody in my life at the time when I decided to get off the medication, because I decided to get off. They didn't tell me no time period or nothing like that. But I was just at such a low point. But it's funny how I talk about childhood trauma, right? It's funny how I talk about narcissism and all that stuff, and how they can affect your energy, and being around toxic people and people with personality disorders can definitely bring you down. They can definitely trigger you. And typically when you come from a dysfunctional family, you have people with these disorders within the family. But the reason why I bring that up is because there is a large percentage of people in the military that have personality disorders, or they might be narcissistic or psychotic or whatever. And we need people like that in the military, to keep it real, because you see what the military is. You feel what I'm saying? You can't have people second guess. Just like they say, there's a lot of surgeons that, might be like narcissists, or people that lack empathy, because we need people like that. We don't need people that be like, ew, or that's too emotional, or whatever the case may be. So in the military, we need people like that. But like I said, that influencer, Ty Diggs, or whatever the case may be, what's crazy is he probably needed medication after completing that contract in the military probably a combination of childhood trauma and then going right into the military. But after completing that contract in the military, dealing with probably narcissists, psychopaths, sociopaths, borderlines within the military. You know what I'm saying? It's just the truth. It's just the reality. I've even known people that joined the military that were in my life that were potentially personality disordered individuals. And I'm not judging these people. This is just the reality of it. Like I said, at one point, I thought I had a personality disorder. And when I went to get checked, they just said I was depressed. I had depression, you know. And I was watching all these videos on autism. And I was like, yo, wouldn't it be crazy if I was autistic all these years on top of my depression? Because I've already been diagnosed with depression, but not a personality disorder or none of that stuff like that. You know what I mean? But I just want to say, like, with this video, I don't even know if y'all can see me because I can barely see the screen. And I just woke up. That's why my face is super puffy and I'm about to go to the gym. But I just want to make this video to say, like, you might not need medication. You might feel crazy. You might feel depressed. You might feel down. But in reality, I'm about to switch hands because my right hand is tired. But in reality, you might just need to get away from certain people that's around you. Now, if you're in the military, you got to serve that contract. I'm sorry. Like, you got to serve that contract. But if you in your family system, you don't got to serve no contract unless you're financially bound to them. You know what I mean? Unless you're paying rent or whatever the case may be. But the reality of this life that we live is the fact that we grow up in dysfunction. And a lot of times we don't realize that the very people that's very close to us might be the reason why we feel down. Now, they won't tell you that because a lot of times they're not even self-aware of it, nor do they want to work on themselves. Hold on, my thing got stuck. But you got to be the mature one to recognize that. But like I said, society is such a facade of mom, dad, brother, sister, or even if the family's broken up or toxic or dysfunctional, nobody wants to look at themselves. Nobody wants to look at the family. Nobody wants to blame the people in the military because at the end of the day, you got to look at yourself, work on your triggers, and also be self-aware enough to know the reason why I feel this way is because of the type of people that are around me. But these things aren't talked about. You know what I'm saying? So you got to focus on who's around you on top of the fact that you have to be self-aware to notice, okay, I'm reacting in this way because it's things I have to work on within myself. Like when I separated myself from my family, it was so much I had to work on. You know what I'm saying? And people always say you got to work on your triggers. What are your triggers? You got to work on those. But in reality, triggers, you're not supposed to work them to the point where you don't have any triggers. You feel what I'm saying? You want your triggers because they are healthy mechanisms. You feel what I'm saying? Like triggers are there for safety. It's all about how you respond and react. You feel me? Triggers are there. Like when animals are out in the wild, you feel what I'm saying? They have triggers in order to keep themselves safe. You feel me? Or human beings back in the day. You know, they stay safe in that way when we were like barbarians and stuff. Now, we're just regular individuals, so we can't react in that way because it's not civilized. You feel what I'm saying? And when it comes to dysfunction and narcissism and toxic people, I always compare them to like lions and animals in the jungle, and we're humans. They're lions and tigers and stuff, and they're trying to pretend to be civilized. You feel what I'm saying? Also, a lot of neurodivergence as well, but narcissists and psychopaths and sociopaths are on a whole nother level. Neurodivergents are kind of trying to stay, you know, normal in society too. But the narcissists are like lions and tigers in the human body. The reason why I say that is because they prey on people. Excuse me. They prey on people. They prey on, you know, people that have certain qualities that they don't have, and they try to mock them, they try to mirror them until they start to despise them and become envious of them and become jealous of them, and then they try to tear them down because they don't have those very qualities. And I always say this, like, if you were around a lion or a tiger or a bear, bears are fast, yo. What do? You leave, you get away from them. You feel what I'm saying? So that's kind of how it is in regards to going no contact with narcissistic people. You feel what I'm saying? But yeah, I just want to talk about that. Medication won't save you, so you should truly just tap into why you feel the way you do. Determine who's around you, figure out your triggers so you can control them. Well, not control them, but respond in an appropriate way. You know, set boundaries. It's all about cultivating the best version of yourself while dealing with other people who might not be working on themselves. And that's just the way the world works. That's just the way society works. But like I said, medication won't save you. It might just numb you down and make you, might make you worse. It might make you have worse triggers, especially when you get off of it. I got on it and I realized that I'm a creative individual and it was suppressing my creativity. And I said, nah, this ain't it. This is making me kind of like a zombie. And that guy, that influencer on TikTok and YouTube and stuff, he felt the same way. Like, he just felt like it made him a zombie. And I can relate to that. So, you know, tell me what y'all want to see on my next video. I'm posting videos for like the next month every single day, so stay tuned. I'm going to share more about my experience. I'm going to share more about going no contact. I'm going to keep tying my personal situations into relevant topics or current events and stuff like that. Because I feel like that's my purpose, going through what I went through and share my perspective and try to help other individuals who have been through the same thing as me. But we all different at the end of the day, so do everything you can in your life your way. And it's your boy Josh Different. I'm different, you different, we different. I'm about to get out of here because my right arm hurt. I'm sitting here holding it like, all right, y'all have a good one.